There's a couple different ways to use them. A lot of traders use them to try and trade in between, buy when it hits the lower band, sell when it hits the higher band. That's one way to use them. Another way
Fari Hamzei, we are just talking QE and the potential end of it here today. Need to get your thoughts on what you think the Fed's going to say and where the markets are going to go from here.
Well, I think they learned a lesson. Pardon me?
You're usually all over
Fari,
it, but
what's
you're
going
pausing to
on?
think for a second there.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me mute this Comedy Central. Hold on. The CNBC was on. Yeah, let me take it off. Here's the issue. Dow's over 17,000 again. We're over 50 bar. We have a Macron oscillator at 254. So my take is that it's juiced up already. It's almost priced to perfection. Hopefully they won't disappoint, and hopefully they learned a lesson a couple of weeks ago. They got a slacking like you won't believe from all the market participants, and they had to step in and talk it up. So we'll see, but my guess would be we should close a little bit lower today. That's my guess.
So you think
the market probably won't. It's priced too perfectly. That's all. So.
You think it's run up too far too fast in that announcement of?
Yeah.
And do you think they are going to officially announce the end of QE here today?
I think they're going to delay it.
Oh, you think they're going to delay it? Whoa.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, they probably would say something to the effect that global economies need more attention. We're still reviewing this. That's my guess. But I mean, I'm not a Fed watcher. I follow people who are much better than that, like Pedro da Costa on Wall Street Journal. People like that nature. Not the Leisman, but more kind of seasoned reporters. But that's my guess right now. Really, my concentration would be intraday. Do we go kind of slack off, go sideways into the number? Into the communique, and probably we'll pull back a little bit into the close. Historically, that's what has happened. So I don't think it should be any different. The bigger issue would be next couple of days after that. Usually on FOMC days, we pull back a little bit because we run up to it pretty good.
Yeah.
Right now, overnight we were down 2 on S&Ps. I heard YM was up 15. That's the Dow futures. And we closed at a little bit over 17,000 last night. And also, if you look at D-Trender, boy, that D-Trender came back. Even the Russell D-Trender is positive now for 200 day. So we came back from the abyss.
What are your thoughts here on Facebook coming back from the abyss? It hit like $71 here last night. Now it's back up here at $75.69. It's had a nice little 4-point rally off of those after-hours lows here. Are you playing the Facebook?
Well, we're already in it, so we got fried. We had a bullish call spread, so right now we're way under the water. What we'll do, probably we'll do nothing today. We'll wait one more day, and late tomorrow, we'll start buying a little bit further out, just like we did with Twitter back in April. When you remember, Twitter surprised in April and was a big selling, and we bought June's and we bought July's, and one of them came back somewhat. The other one was a really good play. We'll obviously have to drop the strikes and move out to the right. The one we have is fried. I don't see, but I believe it's December, if I'm right. Yeah, these are Decembers, but I don't see a chance for him to come back. Maybe very low. I don't know. We'll see. So we just have to see how they. You always have a 3-day rule when a push comes in like this. Remember, we were down. I think I saw 71s print last night, or 72, definitely 72s, but maybe 71s. With a push like that, you really have to let the 3-day play out. Buying something today I think, would be premature. And you also notice probably on the Twitter traffic, the big surprise. Also, what do you call it? The guy who was really good at this, Guy Adami, he got surprised too, and he's very upfront. He's very upfront. There's no games. He admitted himself, said, "Look, I didn't see this coming," and I was actually following his lead from last couple of days. He's been talking about it, and so we went in on a bullish call. We usually we take, like on Amazon, we did this. We do a call spread and put spread.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to pick him carefully so you don't spend too much money, and relatively close to the money, so that at least one of them has a chance to kick in. Otherwise, if it doesn't move enough, they're both worthless, and then now you got a bigger problem. This time I didn't do that. I just went call spread only. I should have, but Monday morning we all are good quarterbacks. So.
What about Baidu earnings tonight? Are you playing that one, Fari? They're going to report
Absolutely.
here after the bell. How are you approaching BIDU?
Let me bring up a chart 1 second. I haven't looked at it yet. I will, but here we go. I believe it's at the all-time high, isn't it?
Right there, yeah. It's right below it. We've actually had a wall of resistance around this 230 level, and we are just hugging up there right now. So we're kicking right around at resistance. It looks like it's got the potential for a breakout, but obviously it's going to depend on that earnings report here after the bell.
Absolutely. We're at 2 sigma on the daily and 1 sigma on the weekly, and all-time high. The timing model says a buy, but it's been on a buy for 5 days. 2, 4, 6 days now. I would probably, with everything going on in China, probably would take a bearish play with it. I mean, it's early, but let's see how it plays out today. It's already down 96 cents overnight, but I'll probably look at a bearish play, and maybe also put a small bullish play above it, just in case I'm wrong. This is a tough one usually. I mean, when this baby runs, it really runs. We'll see. The last 4 months, it hasn't really made any major new highs. It's been pretty much bumping against it. So there's it feels like it's tired a little bit. If you look at the daily Sigma channels, they're very tight. Very tight. That means that the volatility has been low, and it's a lot of sideway action.
Just for fun, I just priced out the straddle there on the 230 calls and the puts, and if you price them together, it's going for about $13.65. So they're pricing in about a $14 move here off this earnings report. Does that seem about right to you, Fari?
Well, let me look at the percent. That's a 6% move. Yeah, it's about right. It's about 6% move. I mean, for the volatility of that stock, I don't know what I can look up. I'm looking up the beta as we were speaking.
Yeah.
It is, as you know, it's a fairly volatile stock.
Yes.
But recently, it's just not there. So are they pricing it a little bit too much as a move here? Maybe. I don't know. I won't be surprised for 6% for this stock. This, FB, Twitter, Google, these are the names that always have a fairly large plays, so 6% probably is not out of line. And just frankly, I haven't had a look at it play-wise what we're going to do yet, but I will. Here's the beta. Beta for that stock is 2.32 against S&P. So that's a fairly high beta stock.
Can we talk about some of the other Momo stocks here? Twitter, did you play that going into earnings? That
we nailed that baby.
Oh yeah, how come? Why were you looking at Twitter? What were you seeing there, Fari?
We're already out of it. Well, here's the issue. My own account, Hamzei Analytics, is up about 1,500 new followers in the last 6-7 weeks. Okay?
Wow.
Now, hold on. But my sense was that given everything else we're doing, we're calling the market good, Forex is on fire, Ashraf is doing really well. Ethan really cleaned up and pushed down. And he was really, really good positioned. because he doesn't play really anything short term. Yeah, right now, he's buying and selling Aprils and March of 2015. He positions himself. Given what we did, I would have expected, and that's why I wrote to my people on the day that the trade went out. I would have expected our growth would be faster. So in terms of followers. So my feeling was Twitter itself is slowing down. We haven't changed anything. Actually, we've improved what we have done. So all things, and also Brad. Brad has been pinpoint right. You know, Brad Sullivan, the guy who runs our hedge room. He's been like a laser hot. I look at all of those and I said only 1,500. Something is wrong here. Maybe Twitter itself, the overall population, is not growing as fast. Still growing, but the rate of growth is lower. So I said, guys, my call would be take the downside. I think they're going to have that issue. And guess what? Within 3 or 4 minutes after the number came out, that was all over the place. That's all they talked about, that Twitter is slowing down a little bit. And it got hammered. And we got out, I think we got out first 10, 15 minutes yesterday. We got out. So we got an order, was ready. And we had a 47, 44 put spread. And we got in somewhere in the high 42s, close to 43 we got out.
What you pay for that? Do you remember?
I'll tell you right now. We pay like $1 something. Here, let me tell you right now. Twitter entry. We paid $1.24, and we exited. Let's see, $2.40. So not bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but I could have been more aggressive by buying a larger spread, but then your cost goes up too.
Yeah. What did you say you paid for that? I'm sorry. Did I miss that? What you paid? Because I was looking at some of those spreads because Dennis and I
paid $1.24.
$1.24. Okay, so that's
our average cost. Our average cost is because we all report. Everybody reports in the chat room what their fills are, and I've got a gal there that she does a average costing, so that we're looking at we don't look at the time, we look at the actual reported fills, and at any time we have 10, 15 fills there. Sometimes bunched up, sometimes different. I think our cost was the $1.24.
okay.
Tomorrow night we're going to get LinkedIn. You're going to play this one there too, Fari?
I'll try. I haven't had much luck with LinkedIn. I mean, a couple of times we've hit it. I think it was more of a luck. It wasn't necessarily any skill. But I also, a few times we've missed it. So I'm not too crazy about it.
Do you have a LinkedIn account?
Yes, of course.
So you're on there on LinkedIn. Do you follow how many new connections you get as a metric, just like you were doing for the Twitter? Maybe that would be another
but I'm maxed out. It doesn't report over 500. I'm maxed out.
Why do they do that? Why do they not report over 500? It seems kind of silly.
It's stupid. I don't understand it.
Get in there and clean that company up. Get active in there. You should buy some shares and go get active and tell them to report over 500 users, because that does seem dumb to me. Fari Hamzei.
So you want me to call in on the conference call and bitch about it?
Listen. Yeah, if you're going to call in, I'll even listen to the conference call, because I want to hear you complain about why do you only report 500 new connections? Everybody else.
Let me tell you which one I call in. I call in to Howard Schultz for S-Box. I'll tell them, why are you raising these prices? Every time I get a bill from the interns, we're paying more. Our biggest expense here is the S-Box. Unbelievable.
Hey, Fari, what do you think about, we're talking about Twitter here a little bit. I mean, the way that Elon Musk has been influencing the stock of Tesla lately, I believe it was reported by the Wall Street Journal that they were way behind in September sales. And then, he tweets out, "Oh, that's a bad metric." I mean, is he taking one out of the, Carl Icahn's book, or, can you believe that, stocks are moving this much on tweets?
They do.
I have no idea. They probably do, but I have no idea. I mean, look, there are people, hedge-wise, okay, who have written code to look at the Twitter streams, trying to see where they should be active. what names are getting trending, which stock names, and which one they should be active, or what the sentiment looks like and all that. I just haven't done it like that. I don't know. The other thing with Elon is that he always has something to say about Tesla, either up or down, and I think more power to him. But I think CEOs should be a little bit more worried about SEC and all that than say less about their stock. But he always has something to say and always makes some sort of a muddy water there, either good or bad. So if you look at the chart, if you look at what the people paid for, that's their vote, we have been hugging 200 bar. Basically that, I'd say for about last 5 weeks, after that big push down. And it hasn't recovered with the market. It's underperformed the market in the last month. So I'm not happy about that. But we'll have also before, I think they report next week, I think, if I'm right, or is it? When is Tesla reporting?
Brandster, hunt down the Tesla date there for us. I'm curious as well when Tesla's going to be
Fari,
reporting.
we had you on since Netflix reported, right? I mean, I'm looking at the chart here and the date gapped on. I don't know if we got an opportunity to talk about it, but did you use that drop in Netflix at all to put any positions on?
No, I haven't touched Netflix. Every time I've played Netflix recently, I've paid money. I'm feeding it. Last quarter, I declared to the chat room, I said, guys, I'm not going to touch Netflix. Forget it. This thing doesn't have any rhyme or reason. I've had better luck with Amazon compared to Netflix. I just haven't touched Netflix, but I should probably do that. One strategy is play before earnings, okay, and play afterward. Do not trade through it, okay? And sometimes we've had better luck with that. So we may do that, but I haven't touched it. I just let it go. It just haven't had this quarter we didn't touch it.
What about CMG? Is that something? I mean, and could you tell us? I mean, is it just like the Sigma channels don't work? You don't have a feel for the stock. You don't believe in the company.
Well, I'm not really in the food business type of thing. The food names I don't follow. The restaurants and all that. But I had a moderator last year. He had pretty good luck with CMG. And if we would play it, he would put that trade on. So, no, CMG, I haven't touched it. These are stocks, when they get up there, look at it, it's a $700, $645 stock. But look at the Sigma channels. They're too tight. It was another name we were looking at yesterday. Let's see. Who were we looking at yesterday? Let me give you a feel here. I think it was Panera. Yeah, it was Panera. Again, like $140, $150 stock, but look at the Sigma channels. They're so tight. So you're paying now because of the value of the stock. Obviously, the premium values are high. Okay, but there's no movement. If there's no movement, or at least statistical volatility is low. Okay, which is observed from the price action. What do we get involved with? We're putting a bet on that there's a good chance it'll go just sideways. Now this time, I guess they got fried. They're down 3.8, $6.50, negative 3.8%. So, but we passed on that one too. I've tried to do less EPS because binary, and kind of concentrate on the ones that I have a feel for. Now, one thing I should tell you, the drop that we had in the market, some of our trades went dormant. I mean, they just could not respond. They went out of the money. Okay, X minus S became less than zero. Now they've come back with a run up. They've come back. Google came back. Let's see, Amazon we hit. Goldman Sachs came back. Microsoft was good. Didn't need help. JPM came back. So now we're taking some profits on those, and then regrouping, and probably I'll start putting some market calls on. The puts or calls on the Qs, on the SPYs, because those I have a much better handle on.
Okay.
I mean, as you remember, I called the low to the day. So, with that kind of feeling, you kind of stay with what you know.
Let me know when you see the high here in this recent run-up. Fari Hamzei, Hamzei Analytics, always giving us a colorful outlook on the market. Fari, thanks for coming on, and we'll speak to you next week.
All right, sir. Pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks, Fari.